This service learning marketing plan is based on the Alzheimer's Association and it was created by Clarissa Trevino and Martha Hernandez. The Alzheimer's Association is a strong force for advocating Alzheimer's disease research and awareness. Their vision is a world without Alzheimer's, and their symbol stands for the brains behind saving yours. Alzheimer's disease causes a disruption of neurotransmitters from making connections with other cells. The cortex helps humans use their five senses, creates thoughts, forms memories, and cognitive function. Alzheimer's disease shrivels up the cortex. Plaque and tangled dying nerves build up between cells. This buildup causes inflammation, which further damages the brain. At this point, nutrients can no longer travel through the cells. People can live anywhere between 8 to 20 years with Alzheimer's, depending on other health conditions. These are some of the risk factors that may cause Alzheimer's disease. This is one of the reasons the association finds it so important to constantly communicate with the community regarding their health and other options they may have to take care of themselves. It is estimated that a doctor can diagnose Alzheimer's disease with more than 90% accuracy. The doctor will interview the patient or family members to gather information about current and past illnesses and will ask about specific symptoms. They will also do a physical examination. The doctor can evaluate a person's sense of well-being to detect depression or other mood disorders that can overlap with dementia. During the neurological exams, the physician may test reflexes, coordination and balance, muscle tone and strength, eye movement, and speech. Specific behavioral changes can be signs of Alzheimer's disease. Specific symptoms include anxiety, depression, decreased alertness, moodiness, aggressiveness, and hallucinations. All these symptoms can take a toll on the patient, their loved ones, and their caregivers. There currently is no cure for Alzheimer's disease. The association provides help to over 4 million affected people, including family members and caregivers. The programs they provide help people affected by the disease better understand what they are going through. The programs and conferences they hold are often tailored to better assist varying cultures. Their helpline is an entry point to their network of resources such as care consultations, educational programs, healthcare provider tools, and support groups, among other services. They take over 300,000 calls each year and are able to provide services in over 200 languages. Their website is also full of ways to get connected with them or other resources. This gentleman is Jerome H. Stone. He founded the organization in 1980 when his wife was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease and quickly realized that there were not very many resources available to them. Currently, there are over 70 chapters in the United States, and Fresno's office is part of the Northern California, Northern Nevada chapter. Chapters within the Alzheimer's Association each have their own mission. The mission for the Northern California, Northern Nevada chapter is to eliminate Alzheimer's disease through the advancement of research, to provide and enhance care and support for all affected, and to reduce the risk of dementia through the promotion of brain health. The Alzheimer's Association holds signature fundraising events to collect the majority of their funds. From the Walk to End Alzheimer's fundraising event, they were able to gather close to $5 million. These and other fundraising events represent 41% of public support revenue. Donations made to the organization totaled over $11 million. They sell Alzheimer's Association gear online to spread awareness while generating funds for the organization. The Alzheimer's Association is commended for its efficient use of funds. According to the BBB Wise Giving Alliance, nonprofit organizations should spend about 65% of funds on program activities, and remaining funds should go to administrative and fundraising expenses. The association exceeds these expectations. They do rely heavily on over 6,500 volunteers and 827 staff members. The Northern California and Northern Nevada chapter had $285,000 in advertising expenses. This chapter held 45 educational programs. The SWOT analysis was fundamental in setting up the marketing plan for the Alzheimer's Association. Their strength was having 5 relevant strategic objectives, which include increasing awareness, advancing public policy, enhancing care and support, accelerating research, and growing revenue to meet mission goals. It was noted that events and advertising are not tailored to the region. The Fresno area has cultural and regional aspects that are not being tapped in order to get more participation from the community. Being able to cater to the likes and needs of Fresno can greatly increase awareness as well as better help the families that need the help and educational resources. The Fresno office has no social media presence that is able to promote events on a local level. The association has a large population to help. By following their 5 strategic objectives and by looking into other effective ways of getting their message across, they are able to meet their goals of being able to help those suffering from Alzheimer's. This includes not only the patients but also their families and caregivers. They have the threat of the loss or decline of federal and corporal funds. They do a lot for the people suffering with Alzheimer's, and they are the leading source of funds for Alzheimer's disease research. Although a lot of their funding does come from their fundraising, funds are needed to take care of those with the disease as well as to continue working to find a cure. These charts show the threat that ending Alzheimer's faces if they do not capture the attention of the public and of other stakeholders. They will not meet their goal to end Alzheimer's by 2025 if they continue to be the least funded top 10 causes of death in America. Therefore, when they reach out to the community, they must be as effective as possible. Caregivers were paid about $259 billion for assisting Alzheimer's disease patients. However, still $230 billion went unpaid. This issue is one of the association's primary reasons to push for additional funding. Holding annual meetings in Washington, D.C. makes policymakers aware of the need to pass the Raise Family Caregivers Act and other policies that will improve the lives of millions of people. Learning about what the Alzheimer's Association finds as important helped narrow down what was vital for us to complete in this assignment. They needed help accomplishing one of their constant core objectives, and that is to get people to hear them and show up to get to know about the disease. Breaking their objectives up into specific target markets helps them touch every part of the community. That is why this specific project consisted of signing up a group of 20 caregivers that speak Spanish. This meeting was to help caregivers make their own health and well-being a priority. There is a lack of knowledge about what the association does. Therefore, their marketing objectives should be focused on Fresno. Their website is too broad and too general, even the page for the Northern California Northern Nevada chapter. The people of Fresno love the one-on-one personalized interactions that the community is known for. It is one of the reasons people live here. Families do struggle due to various issues, and the Alzheimer's Association can be a lot more effective in getting the locals to believe in them, trust them, and help them make a difference by centering their efforts to specific regions, in this case, the region being Fresno and closely surrounding areas. Fresno and the surrounding areas have a diverse population, including lifestyles, cultures, priorities, and interests. Having a team to evaluate what drives participation from the people of Fresno can produce larger turnouts to their events. Possibilities are music, food, sports, cultural celebrations, and family activities. The traits of the people can be matched with the regional characteristics of the Central Valley. The valley is rich in agriculture, and it is one of the largest regions in California. The events and information posted on the social media account can be personalized to the event and to Fresno. Events that fit into the seasonal changes can be successful, such as annual picnics at the park, paint night for young grandchildren, and even yoga sessions for caregivers. Partnerships are built during these events, helping awareness and advocacy to spread among people, organizations, and the community, including the governing agencies of the area. The goal was to get 20 people to attend the two-part meeting. This builds a relationship between the organization and the community. The marketing mix can consist of promotion through the most popular channels used by Spanish-speaking people. The Alzheimer's Association can go to advertisers that are willing to sponsor them. They need to explain to these avenues why featuring them might benefit them. Clinics and public assistance agencies can use the Alzheimer's Association as a quick reference to help people get the adequate additional help they may be in need of. Focusing on promoting at the local level can build stronger networks of information over the entire Central Valley. The organization frequently holds similar meetings as Cuidado con Respeto. Having an effective plan can make the majority of these meetings successful. Placing an ad in the Hispanic newsletter, such as Vida en el Valle, can spearhead the promotional goals. About 4 weeks before the meeting, it should be posted on social media and it should start to be distributed at a more personal level, such as health clinics, and through direct contacts such as mailers and phone calls. By taking this step, word of mouth plays an important role. Family members start talking to each other about their plans for the upcoming weeks and start making arrangements to meet or visit. The Alzheimer's Association can become part of the community's upcoming plans if the promotional plan is implemented early enough. The regional director should assign a leader and a team to oversee that the organization meets its marketing objectives. This team must make sure that the organization succeeds in promoting the meetings. They are vital to the survival and success of the local Alzheimer's Association. The more participation from the community, the stronger the association will be. This contributes to the Northern California and Northern Nevada chapters success in the organization, and they meet their strategic objectives of increasing awareness, advancing public policy, enhancing care and support, accelerating research, and growing revenue to end Alzheimer's disease. We conclude with encouraging the Alzheimer's Association to think on a more local level, not just in Fresno, but nationwide. This does not mean that it should not continue to think globally, but rather learn how to take it from homegrown all the way to Washington, D.C. Thank you for your time.